Welcome to episode 1 of 5-minute marketing tips for beauty, wellness, and permanent makeup professionals. I felt led to do this for you, so let's jump right in. So, what should you focus on as soon as you graduate from aesthetics or cosmetology school, lash training, or permanent makeup training? You should focus on building your brand and starting to make the world aware of who you are. Okay, maybe not the world, but at least the people in your city. My name is Shawana, your beauty business bestie, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience. Just 8 years ago, I moved to Arizona from San Diego, and I knew absolutely no one in the state, but I had already been in the beauty industry for almost 10 years at this point professionally. So what I did from day one when I was coming out here to visit while I was building my salon out was I created a brand new Facebook page, and I would post content on this Facebook page to connect with people all over Arizona. And by content, I mean starting to build my brand, starting to make people aware of who I was behind the scenes, giving tips and tricks about the services that I provide because I just wanted to be an educator. I had no intentions, I had no ideal client. I had intentions to connect with people to bring clients into my business, but I had no idea who my ideal client was. My ideal client was whoever. So I see a lot of artists, myself included, get the misconception that if I'm not attracting clients right away into the services that I provide, I have to switch up my services. When you don't have to do that at all, you just have to switch up your approach to promoting your services, because if anyone has a business doing it, it's an indication that you can have a business doing it as well. This is going to save you a ton of money and time, because I remember thinking, this is a new market. I don't know anyone here. Maybe they're just not interested in these services. So I started learning more. I started consuming more content. I started trying to get into more classes with every penny that I made from the clients that I did attract here and there. But ultimately, what was most important was really focusing and making sure that I could connect with the client who needed the service that I provided consistently. Okay. So because I was already a professional makeup artist when I came out here, and I was newer to permanent makeup, I promoted myself as a permanent makeup artist because I was ready to kind of make that transition. I was a freelance artist, and while I would do makeup, it wasn't the number one thing that I wanted to be known for. So I promoted myself as a brow artist only. I didn't promote aesthetics. I didn't promote anything else, because that was the driving force of getting people into my doors once they started seeing and recognizing me. Once they got into my doors and I performed the service and they were happy with it, they also came back to me for these other things, because guess what? Now you're checking my website. Now I'm talking to you about other services. Now you see my service list and you're like, oh, you do waxing as well? Oh, you do makeup as well? And it's like, oh, yeah. And I would let them leave with these printable service lists that I printed out so that they can take with them. And now they know that they had a good experience with me. And now that trust factor is built. So now they can come back to me to help them with their other services. This was such a game changer for me because I didn't know what people wanted in this new market. So I had to pay attention to the market, but I did know what I was aiming for in this new market. And so that's what I was very intentional about. This also goes for the artist that's multi-passionate, that offers a lot of different services. When I say not knowing what services to provide kept me stuck for so long, but I thought about, I'm a single mom, right? I need to make money. I have overhead. I have all these things to take care of. So I narrowed them down from there. What makes the most money? What do I enjoy doing the most? What service do I want to be known for in this area? And that's what I led with, knowing that the hardest part was just getting clients through the door. But once I got them through the door and they had a good experience with me, they would book me for other services. And that's exactly how I built and scaled my beauty business. So I hope this helped. This is something brand new that I'm starting because I get so many questions from beauty professionals, and being a coach, I get so inspired by the conversations that I have. I really genuinely just want to help, and this is the easiest way for me to show up, because you can be walking around your house or in between clients and just listening to these little tips and tricks I'm going to give you to help you take your business to the next level. At the time of this recording, it is Wednesday, July 17th, and I'm just 4 days away from launching the Beauty Society. This is an exclusive community that I'm creating for the beauty industry. Aside from coaching, this is the one thing that I feel the beauty industry really needs. As a coach, I understand that coaching itself can be very overwhelming, especially for beginners or just, again, people starting to get into the industry, just wanting to know where to start. So the very first resource that I'm putting inside of this community for you is called Beauty Branding Simplified. It's an entire book that I created that's 24 pages that's going to walk you through everything that is beauty business branding, how to get your Instagram up and running, what to put in your bio, what kind of color schemes to consider, all the detailed parts that you may need clarity on. I'm also adding a social media mini course to go with this so that you can get very clear on your branding and start creating the exact content that I was talking about earlier in this video. And for the first 50 artists that join, you will be grandfathered in at $7 a month, meaning the rate will not change for you. With over $1,000 worth of resources, we're going to be doing Q&As every month. I'm going to be bringing in different industry experts to also pour into you. And we're also going to have a safe space for each other in this community. And remember, I work with more permanent makeup artists than anything. So a lot of these resources may refer to permanent makeup, but it's all insert service because it's all the same. Join using the link inside of the description, and I'll see you on the next episode.